What's up everyone, welcome to Recap of Aether, your one-stop shop for everything Rivals of Aether 2. I'm your host, both players, and thank you guys for being so patient. It's been a couple weeks, but I'm back, so let's get right into it. First things first is the Springbound event trailer. On May 6th, we'll be starting the new event, which is the Springbound event. So it looks like this event is going to be spring themed, and dude, the devs are always so good with the skins. They're so good. So this is Raincoat Clarin. Okay, this is so good. The tipper is the little like umbrella top, and then the raincoat cape. She looks so cute. This is so good. I think my only like real gripe is that like a lot of Clarin skins don't have the mask. I feel like a lot of the skins don't have masks, like which is both Clarin and Forsburn. Even though I think that's part of her identity, I think it would have been fun if she had like, I don't even know, goggles. So that would have made sense. But either way, it's really cute. I really like the little cat ear hat. That's, oh my god, I didn't even notice until I pointed it out right now. It's so good. Little puddles from Arcane, that's cute. I love the electricity effect because the neutral special, that's really fun. And I think this part is crazy. Is this real? This effect? That would be so, that's so cool. I don't know if this is just movie magic because Raincoat is stopping the rain. Because on Merchant, if you're on like last stock, both of you guys are on last stock, it transitions into the raining background. And so if this is something that could happen, this looks sick. I hope this is real and not just movie magic, but we'll have to see when it comes out. Next we have Maple. It's bird watching Maple. I don't really, honestly, it's so random. And this looks so stupid. The fact that her knives are two binocular glasses, like two halves of binoculars. I mean, that's cute. Crouching and look, it's like she's looking through the binoculars. There's all the birds, and all of her plant friends are now bird friends. Lily's like a little toucan guy, kind of looks like Kevin from Up. Poppy is now like a little puffball, and Terry's like a little duck or something. Overall, really cute. I like the concept. I would not have imagined this, but I guess that's why I'm not on the team. They didn't really like announce it, like show it as a thing, but this is a Easter egg Crag. Okay. I think the palette swap free skins sometimes are really ugly. I felt the same way with Arcane Valentine's. The Lovers Arcane was like, it's just pink and like so over the top. This one also, I get it. And when he goes into the side, side special, it's gonna be an Easter egg. That's funny, but I don't know, something about the carrot, like the orange carrot toes and like the yolk yellow inside with the egg. The shell part is cute, I like it, but something about it all together does not work for me. And next, oh my god, why do I love it, but why do they keep giving Lox NOW such fire skins? I don't have the money, man. I don't have the money to keep buying these skins, but I have to because I play Lox NOW, and it's so good. I think I'm gonna so before I replaced my guy with with the Olympia, my profile with Olympia, but as it turns out, I'm not an Olympia main, but I'm gonna have to change my profile to Farmer Lox NOW. I think that fits my vibe a lot more than whatever this is. Dude, this is so good. Farmer Lox NOW with the hat. He has a hat. The hat just, okay, this is a little funky. The ear just poked through the hat. But it's okay, yeah, that's kind of crazy. It just pokes through the hat, but it works. So this is like classic farmer look with the red. I'm pretty sure that's the red palette. He's farming the plants. I love it. The meatball is now a grass ball, a flower ball. This is the death animation, a rainbow. Dude, this is so good. I'm really enjoying this. The half egg platform, I'm okay with that. But dude, Farmer Lox NOW, the way the hat's like covering his face because he's like a hardworking farmer and just doing his things, gardener. Oh my god, this is so good, man. This is so good. Here's the summary of everything that's happening in the event bundle. You get these claymation icons, which are very cute, but a little unnerving in my opinion. I think claymation just has that unnerving quality for me. But if you buy the event, you get these 3 skins plus extra bucks and coins. And on the free track, you get the Easter egg Crag, this emote, the platform, this Easter egg icon, and the spring death effect. I have to say I love it. All of these I love. They're so goofy. It's so goofy. But that's the best part about Rivals of Aether, I think. The goof meter is off the charts. And Fox Noodle says it right. He better say you don't deserve flowers. If he has this spring skin with all these flowers and like flower lava. I didn't even point out the flower lava. That's cute. I love that. Wait, what is it gonna look? Hold on. Does it show what the magma looks like? Or no, probably not, right? No, it doesn't show you what the magma looks like on him. I don't know what that's gonna look like, but I hope it's cool. He better say you don't deserve flowers. You don't deserve flowers. You're unworthy of peonies. I don't know. Back to the garden. I don't know, but you don't deserve flowers is so you have to. Dev team, I know you watch these videos. You gotta put that in right now. And speaking of skins, if you aren't aware, a lot of major tournaments that have Rivals of Aether 2 will also have exclusive palettes. Combo Breaker will get this Zetterburn palette, which, dude, this palette is so fire. The green flame, the brown hair, the green and black, it looks so good. But this is for people who are attending Combo Breaker. Rivals of Aether says, officially, this will be made available for fans to rep the event that couldn't attend as well. Not sure what that means at the moment, but this is something to look out for. Other tournaments like Valhalla also had an exclusive palette. Take a look at this official Valhalla Loxodon skin. It is pretty, like the red and white is pretty clean. So this was also exclusive for people attending Valhalla. The Rivals of Aether team loves to give these exclusive palettes, but if you want a whole new skin, Rivals of Aether is teaming up with Evo to launch an exclusive Olympia skin, an Olympia Evo skin. This skin is sick. It's so good. Oh my god. The glowing blue, the white outlines, for Olympia, the mask and the gi. Oh my god. And the like white crystals, she looks so good, man. I can't even describe how good it is. It kind of has the vibes of the like champion skins that you get from the metal shop. Those guys have like white outlines on specific parts of their bodies, but it looks like for Olympia, the Evo skin, it's all over. And this is incredible. Now, if you want to get this skin, you can actually do so by going to the Evo shop, and you can purchase the skin right here for $10. So when you purchase this, $5 will also go into the pot bonus. So right now the pot bonus is at $8,223. That is almost 10K. That is a near 10K pot bonus for Evo, which is crazy. You can also get all these other exclusive merch as well, the Evo Olympia tee, as well as Evo Olympia pin and the Evo Olympia headband. Oh, it also has Rivals of Aether on it. That's kind of cool. Make sure to get the skin before Evo is here. Now, they say 3,493 left in stock. I'm not sure how true that is. I remember last time for Genesis, it had limited stock. Like when I checked, it was only at 100 left, but then the next day, I assume it sold out, but it had another like 300 left. So I think they can restock. It is a digital item, so I'm sure if enough people buy, they can just restock. But if you want this sick skin, you should grab it now. And look at these color palettes. They're so good. Oh my god, this is so good. The best skin, I think, so far, other than Gardener Loxodon. Now, the two biggest tournaments that happened last weekend were Smash Camp and Valhalla. Smash Camp is an event at Arizona, and here is the top 8. I couldn't find a top 8 graphic, but I made my own. First of all, I did not know that this was just a generator made by Ryokaru. Really cool. But this is the top 8 of Smash Camp. First place, of course, is Cake Assault with his Forest Burn. Then Ion with his Olympia. I guess Ion fully switched off of Crag, which is a little sad to see because Ion's Crag was really fun to watch. But I mean, making things work with Olympia at this high level, it's great. Then we have ZB's Crag, Hyper Flames, Zetterburn, Dakpo's Raster. I actually didn't know Dakpo played Raster. That's kind of cool. Kendrick's Rano, Bro, his name is just Bro. Bro's Forest Burn, and Plastic Dino's Zetterburn. Now this is a pretty well spread out top 8, I would say. Not surprised to see any of these characters here. Of course, unsurprisingly, no Loxodons, no Edaluses, not even Orcanes or Fleets. I think this is undisputably the top echelon of characters. And Valhalla, which is the first major tournament in Europe, has these players to showcase. Dia at number 1 with Rano, Dalex with Olympia, Sho with Zetterburn, Cone with Clarin, HT Spider with Zetterburn, 10 Quid Shoes with Clarin, Mankinen with Zetterburn, and Crustacean Man with Crag. Now, a different spread, a lot more Zetterburns. I guess a lot more Zetterburns and Clarins. Actually, I didn't even notice there was no Clarins in top 8 here. And I'm not gonna lie, I missed this tournament. I didn't watch it, but I've heard really good things about Dia. And the fact that Dia won with Rano, I think it's a really cool showcase because Rano, I think a lot of people believe Rano to be like the top of the game. But there aren't that many Ranos making like huge waves. I think that just happens to be because the top players don't play Rano, but it's interesting to see this. Now, if you missed those tournaments or a little busy, Epic here actually has recaps of both Smash Camp and Valhalla 5. And credit to where credit is due, Epic has improved immensely since his first time making highlight reels. I think he does an incredible job showcasing what happened at the tournament, and this is a bit of a personal preference. Epic does do a lot of little funny edits to give it a little more life. Like, what the heck is going on there? What was going on there? I don't know. So if you're interested in getting a summary of what's happening in the tournament scene with a little bit of editing flair, make sure to subscribe to Epic on YouTube. And finally, in terms of tournaments, if you are unaware, there is something called the Rivals 2 Amateur Series. Now this tournament series is run by the Rivals of Aether Academy. The Rivals of Aether Academy is a group of people dedicated to teaching new players how to play the game. They have their own Discord where you can take notes and talk to each other about how to get better at the game. And one of the main things they like to do is run weekly tournaments dedicated to amateurs. Now, as you can see here, their goal is to run tournaments that are inviting and comfortable for players who are still trying to find their footing in Rivals 2, whether you've just picked up the game or are close to a breakthrough. They maintain an ever-increasing ban list featuring both established players as well as previous Rivals 2 Amateur Series winners, helping us maintain a more consistent level of competition as time goes on. Now, long story short, if you are good at the game and get good results, or are ranked high on the leaderboard, you cannot join this tournament. This is an ever-growing ban list of those who cannot join the tournament. So if you are afraid of getting completely destroyed by an incredibly strong player, this tournament is the one for you. And the way this event works, there's pools that go up until top 16, and if you don't make it to top 16, you can actually go into the extra credit bracket, where you can keep playing in a tournament setting with other people who have been knocked out early as well. And before I forget, this is actually a weekly series, so it is every Saturday. So even if you do poorly in one tournament, you can try again next week, and the next week, and the next week, and the next week. I think the thrill and stakes of a tournament is just unmatched. Ranked does have a little bit of that, but you know, the fact that you can keep queuing up just doesn't hit the same, you know? I also want to remind you that when this event inevitably comes out and you want to purchase the skin bundle, make sure you do that with a creator code. So if you go to the top of the menu here, you can click support a creator and you can enter code both players. Hit confirm, and now that you have activated my code, any purchase you make helps support me and the channel, and also gives you a 5% cashback in Aether bucks. So you get a little bit and you give a little bit. If you're already gonna buy something, this is just extra benefits for you. I also want to say it does not have to be my code. If you already have a creator that you like supporting up here, do not change it for me. As long as you have somebody up there that you're supporting, that's great. The code automatically expires in 2 weeks, so I just want to remind you to make sure to put someone in there. Alright, in the Twitter portion of the video, one of the first things I saw was this No BS Guide to Improving by Marlon. Now this is a pretty long tweet, but it has some pretty good information. Marlon says, I have helped a ton of players in Rivals 2 already who've had direct results, and I've coached a ton of players in Rivals 1 straight to top 20, or have coached them and boosted their tournament results directly. Please give this a read and maybe consider booking a session. Number 1, stop blaming the game. As hard as this is, because of the state of Rivals 2 is in, you need to stop blaming the game and actually take accountability for your own improvement. It doesn't matter how broken X option is or how degenerate X character is when it comes to competing in the game. Nobody's going to save you except for yourself. I know it's ironic coming from me, who does complain a lot, but I'm able to do that because I've already got to the point that you, who's reading this, is aspiring to be. That is good. That is a good point, Marlon. Stop waiting for the patch to drop. Stop rage posting on the note board after losing. Press Y after the loss and go look at the VOD. There are probably a ton of mistakes you're making. If you actually want to literally be the perfect player, you getting hit is technically a mistake. Alright, Marlon. I see you, I see you. Number 2. VOD reviewing properly, whether that's in-game or outside of it. In-game VOD review is more so just looking at interactions right after they happen or after a game and asking what you could have possibly done better. This approach is a lot more sustainable in my opinion because it saves you the time of saving the VOD and whatnot. But obviously not everyone can VOD review this way. Some people benefit more from the out-of-game VOD review, but honestly both are viable and perfectly fine. Now what is the actual correct way to VOD review? When you lose neutral, in every scenario you have to understand that there was a mistake in the way you played that interaction, which led you to losing it. In neutral, there are millions of interactions that exist that could possibly happen. Finding a winning line, win condition can limit those interactions and possibilities down to a lot more. I always try to get my students accustomed to an actual game plan before trying to improve themselves as a player for this reason. For example, a couple of rasters win conditions at low percents is finding a knockdown as quickly as you can to snowball advantage, or finding a slip grab, or maybe even finding an up tilt. Those are obvious extreme generalizations of rasters win conditions, however, a win con can change at any moment. If the raster player isn't aware of what his actual win condition is, the player would be completely lost and their gameplay would have zero cohesiveness. I do think that's one of my issues is like, I don't get the kills because I'm just like throwing out moves. I'm just kind of hoping for the best and throwing out kill moves when I know Lox NOW has a lot of setups. which I should look for. Number 3, there's a very hard truth that a lot of players really struggle to grasp. Until you reach top level, you can filter through 99% of players through punish game and good decision making alone. I'm not joking. Even high level players can just fold to someone who's hitting harder. With how offense heavy the game Rivals 2 is, punish game is the only thing you can consistently rely on, sometimes to win you rough matches. Obviously neutral exists in every fighting game ever, because there's always a state where neither player is hitting each other, but I can't see anybody with good neutral but horrible advantage state making it out of pools at a major. But someone with good punish game and horrible neutral could probably push themselves to top 16 if they have a good bracket. I kind of agree. I think this is true for a lot of platform fighters. Actually, fighting games in general. Punish game, having a good punish game is so important. If you can get a player from 0 to 50 in one interaction, you basically only need 3 interactions to win the game, right? 0 to 50, 50 to 100, and 100 to death. And if your punish game is a lot worse, you have to win more neutral interactions. Like if you only get 20% per interaction, for example, then you have to get like 5, 6, 7, 8 interactions in order to win the game. So improving your punish game is really important, and I don't do this. My punish game is terrible. I'd rather just blame the game. It's healthier for my ego. Yeah, if any of this resonates with you, you can actually book a coaching session with Marlon. Here is Marlon's coaching plan. $50 an hour and $25 for half an hour. Very, very comparable to Cake Assault's coaching prices. This also includes post-coaching summaries, access to notebook channels, post-coaching session analysis, playing a full best of 5 set, and a VOD of a coaching session. Now, I'm not sure the best way to contact Marlon for this. I assume it's this Discord channel. So if you click this Discord channel, I'll put the link in the description below if you are interested. But yeah, there's a lot of top players who are, into coaching. Marlon, there's Stango, there's Cake Assault, and also dedicated coaches like Coach Zeke as well. So there are many, many ways to get better at the game. Unfortunately, a little price locked with $50. But if you have $50 to spare and you're getting frustrated and want to get better at the game, I do think it's probably worth spending. And in the future, I might do a little bit of coaching for content. So we'll see how that works. Next, I found Luca's stage tier list. Luca finds Fire Capital to be the #1. Oh, that's crazy. I hate Fire Capital. Hooray is Merchant Port and Rockwall. Oh, so Luca is a Maple main, as you can see by the Maple profile picture. So I think that colors a lot of this. The mid, so okay, I think that's also really funny is that there's only 3 stages that Luca likes, and it starts right here at whatever. It was most of the rest of the stages: Jules Vale, Ethereum Forest, Hodojo, Tempest Peak, and you are actively trying to cheese me and I hate you for that is Air Armada. I'm actually surprised. No, you know what? I'm not surprised, because I didn't even think about it until right now that Maples do also need wall jumps and wall clings to recover effectively, because otherwise you're forced to do the tether up B, which can be predictable. I've been banning Air Armada against Maples. Maybe I stop that. Maybe I go to Air Armada. On my way to take you to Air Armada, yes sir. Fur Curry says got super AIDS from looking at this, but yeah, F Air Armada. I assume with this profile you're also a Maple main who disagrees with this. Very interesting, but funny nonetheless. Next this is a disgusting clip, okay? This is a checkmate on a lot of characters at the ledge. So, if you are an Arcane, this is gonna be something important to look at. This is disgusting. So you set it up by putting a puddle at the ledge, and then you're holding the ledge right here, and you drop down up special. Now the reason why this is a checkmate is because if you're holding the ledge, they are forced to recover high, otherwise they get ledge hogged. So you drop down, and when they land on stage, you do the up special and kill them. Now you might be saying, well, they can recover low, but since you're hanging on a ledge already, if they recover low, all you do is drop down and get them low, and then recover anyway. This is a disgusting setup that I feel like would work on so many of the cast. And these are diamond level players, okay? So if you are under diamond, this is gonna work. Dang, that's so good. What a good setup, man. So here's another example, but with Fleet. Setting it up right here, the puddle, ledge grab, and then up special, getting the landing lag. That's so crazy. Single-handedly developing the Arcane meta. This is sick. Coded vision. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. Next, we have Musef. That's a hilarious clip. I think this is just arcade mode. I think Musef is just trying to get the record here. But what happened, trying to beat this Bowser? What the hell? Did an up strong and then Maple blocked it by doing a forward air. So he just quits. I thought this whole sequence was just so funny to me. Bam, bam, and then the quit out. The insta quit is so funny. Oh, is this just versus? Oh wait, oh no, it's arcade. Oh wait, that's so funny. It like loads the versus UI and then it goes to the arcade. I feel that's kind of janky, but you know, indie team and all that. Elu says, why does Fleet get so much nerdcore skins and voice lines while Rano has like none? When Rano is a canonical loser. I need my loser core frog. I don't know what canonical loser means. I think, well, he is a loser in, you know, Lovers of Aether, in the dating sim thing. He's like a nerd guy. But like, is that canon? Are we considering Lovers of Aether canon? I don't know about that. He's a monk. And I think Fleet just got nerdcore skins because the nerds are the one who paid money to make them, you know? So it's not fair to Rano. Rano doesn't have people paying money like that. They should have a talk where he talks about diagonals and neutral. If they add a diagonals voice line, the greatest game of all time. Juno says, an ultimate chicken horse style game mode called Ultimate Zedder Orcane. I don't know if Zedder or Orcane are chicken horse. I think I would say ultimate raster. I guess of the animals right now, Orcane is the most horse-like. So I would have said raster Orcane. At least raster's a bird. Anyway, where between every stock taken, you can grab platform and stage hazards to place anywhere on stage. That is, I mean, it's a great idea. A very, very great idea. Next, we have Wisely Slaying. Was getting really frustrated playing against a parade of Olympias trying to get Ellis to level 50. So I switched to Ollie myself, and now I'm on a 5-set win streak. It's incredible. I leveled up so much during the 5 seconds on the character select screen, seeing this game in new light. Happy to hear you found your soulmate in Ollie. My soulmate is Jab. Character select screen is some character's best option. Oh, that's so funny. The Ollie salt is coming out. I mean, it's been coming out for a while. Ollie is crazy. Ollie is crazy. Raven is teasing something June 4th, 2025. A mic with the Aether affix. Not sure what this is. So Raven is also asking people if they're interested in commentary. So this might be like a commentary thing that he's trying to do, but this also might be like a podcast. I mean, this would be a fire podcast logo, not gonna lie. But hey, we'll see at June 4th what this is. Now we got some classic watermelon fan art with Clarin. Clarin looking sleepy and tired. Just tired of this world, always fighting, always running. But the hair very spiky, very strong. Got the hair swoosh, classic watermelon hair swoosh. Very cool stuff. This is this is how I feel. I can't allow slime like you to reach platinum. That's me. I used to be a platinum Moxodon, but now I am solidly gold. In fact, I'm not just solidly gold. I think gold is like the average and median now. Most people used to be in silver in the pre-season, but now most people are in gold. So I'm part of the masses. That's so annoying. I used to be better than you. I used to be on top, but now I'm just like you. Oh God, dirty, dirty gold pleb. Now we have a fun little redesign of Clarin where she is no longer in her future attire, but is more a resident of the Imperial capital. I think this is more current era Fire Nation, because in the future everything's all sci-fi. And you know what I just realized is that in the span of, because Clarin is the granddaughter of Forsburn of Clean, I believe. The granddaughter. So you're telling me in the span of 2 generations, you went from like someone like D&D fantasy era technology. I guess like steampunk exists, or well, the Air Armada exists, so there are airplanes. Wait, what is the technology level of Rifles of Aether? Like some people have airplanes. Ileana exists, who has a whole mech, but it's like kind of steampunky. But regardless, from in what, like in 80 years, you can now make lightsabers and time machines? That's crazy. Well, okay, tangent aside, pretty cute. I like this. I like the vibe. I mean, here's the thing. Clarin, being the granddaughter of Forsburn, is royal bloodline. So if she takes over, she's not just a resident, she can be the queen of the Fire Empire. And I thought this was just funny. Alrighty, Dan Fernacey, now that I reached rank number 1 on Rivals 2 and bought the game 3 times for my Ethereum runs, can you give me Rivals 1 to play with my wife? Yeah, Dan. Give Zeus a free copy of the game. He bought Rivals 2 3 times. That's crazy. Also, Again, the reason why he bought it 3 times is because we don't have separate character ranks. He has to do this in order to do this whole Aetherian run thing. What I mean, look, I'm sure Zeus is happy to do it. He's doing it right now. But this would not have to be the case if you had separate character ranks. This is the hill I die on. Now, I'm sure there was a lot more Twitter posts, but that's all the ones that came onto my feed in the last week or so. Next, in the YouTube portion of the video, we have a lot of videos from Last Stock. Last Stock is kicking ass in video making. Kicking my ass, that's for sure. But they have made Is Rivals 1 worth playing in 2025? Now, this is a very interesting question. Should you still get Rivals 1 even though Rivals 2 is out? And Last Stock shares their opinion on this. Now, if you ask me, I actually do think Rivals 1 is still worth it. The game is incredibly different, and very specifically, the workshop is what makes Rivals 1 worth it regardless. Now, if you want to be part of the competitive scene and be part of something that the devs are putting a lot more energy into, then I would say stick to Rivals 2. But if you want to casually play Rivals 1 with friends, especially with workshop, definitely worth getting. Next, this video, I don't know what the hell this is. Rivals players meet their idol. This is such a fun. I watched this like to completion because I didn't know what was going on. These are, I think, players from Last Stock's local scene, like an actual physical local scene. They run a local tournament, which is really cool. I want to run my own local tournament, but I don't have a venue for that. But yeah, these players just talk about Rivals 2 and what it means to them. But they end up meeting Dan Fernacey at the end, which is cool. You see that little hug at the end? That's actual Dan Fernacey. That's literally Dan Fernacey. You know, look at him. I think that's crazy that they got Dan Fernacey. Any reason why I'm not clicking here to give you a bigger screen? No, I don't need to, because you see it right here. He's giving everybody a hug. That's incredible. Yeah, I mean, so much love to thank you so much, Dan, for coming out to Last Stock Live 10. Yeah. Appreciate you, Dan. You're for the little people. I love it. And another video from Last Stock, the best fleet matchup chart. If you are one of 10 fleet players left in the world, this video will be very helpful for you. Going over the matchup chart for fleets, showcasing what she does best with certain characters. And Last Stock goes over every character on the roster and how fleet matches up. Here's a pretty fun video. I guess a lot of people were talking about Rivals 1 in the past week or so. Wisely talking about the original Rivals of Aether and how it was an incredible mess. Now, this isn't even just Rivals 1. Wisely talks about the early access build of Rivals of Aether. Wisely, with the help of MSB, play a little bit of OG Rivals of Aether and showcasing how messed up the OG was. If you are worried about Rivals of Aether 2, now trust me, the devs have a lot of time to perfect the game. Rivals of Aether 1 did not get to where it was until like 5 years after release, basically. There was a lot of changes that happened to make the game healthier and better. So have some faith, within a couple years we'll have the game of our dreams. And finally, we have another incredible video from Golgi, the double stick SDI in Rivals of Aether 2. So if you're unaware, you can actually SDI using the right stick. And this is incredibly helpful in these cases where just DIing does not work against moves like Olympia up air. But if you use double stick SDI, SDI up, Olympia will start to miss, because you SDI'd up and are away from Olympia's burst range. But yeah, very helpful stuff to, you know, get away from combos. And now for everyone's favorite portion of the video, the Rivals Reddit recap. I keep saying it's your favorite. I don't know if that's true, but I'm gonna keep saying it. And by saying it over and over again, it will be true. I missed last week's Reddit recap because the Twitter section was just so long. But now that we're back, let's see what's happening in the Rivals of Aether Reddit community. Rock throw buff proposal. Now this, so spoiler alerts, I'm sorry, but take a look at this proposal. Look, if Arcane is made out of water, he's gonna get exploded by rock. That's just how nature works, okay? This isn't crazy. This is how physics works. This is the best thing ever. This is a great idea, actually. Can't wait to see it. Okay, unironically, a spherical rock could roll like a bowling ball would be tight. Yeah, maybe a rolling bowling ball rock. That might be OP, actually. That may be broken. This deserves top of all time. Man, I want to know, dude, I wish I could animate, man. I want to know how to do this. I have the models because I think there was like a Reddit a long time ago that like shared all the models, and I opened it in Blender and I'm like, what the hell do I do here? I have absolutely no idea how to do anything. I guess I gotta learn one step at a time, but I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy, but I would love to learn. I want to make stupid stuff like this too. The best feeling always comes after suffering. We still need a meme flare, by the way. When you remember you can spot dodge the Clarion matchup. Dolphin Arcane when? We need a Dolphin Arcane. I can't do the freaking sound. Aren't orcas basically dolphins already? Same suborder, but orcas are generally accepted as more intelligent. I don't think Arcane is getting a degree though, to be frank. I guess spot dodge is really good in the Clarion matchup. I was unaware of this. The thing is, man, what I do all the time, and I need to learn my lesson. When a Clarion whiffs, I like retreat to like regroup myself, right? But if I retreat, a Clarion can just dash attack and get me. And they get me every time. And I need to stop doing that, but I never learned my lesson. I created a companion app for the game. Oh yeah, this was really cool. I think CPO Mandale made this for himself. The concept was really cool. I've been developing this companion app for the game as a side project for myself to learn about mobile development. The principal features are to allow you to check the coin shop rotation and buy items anytime, and to check your player stats, similar to what was added in the leaderboard recently. A lot of things must still be improved in terms of UI, but now that it's usable, I just need to log in with your in-game account. I wonder about making it public. So would you use it? I've been using it for myself, but I'd like to know if you think it's useful or not. The app uses the in-game client API and some in-game assets, and I would like to be sure that the Aether Studios is okay with it before publishing anything. No idea who I should contact for that. Of course, this is a fan project. The app does not exploit any bug, try to break the game, nor degrade the user experience of any player. It's not collecting any user data and would be free of charges and ads. Ultimately, I even want to make it open source. Any advice, questions is welcome, much appreciated. So this is really cool, an app that you can check the rotating coin shop, so you don't have to be in-game to buy something. Not only that, you can check out your in-game stats, which is really cool. How many sets that you won or lost in ranked. Yeesh, this is how I feel. As well as a little page for ELO history, stage viewer, frame data, game wiki, all that stuff. I think this is really cool. I would totally use this to check out the coin shop. This is really cool work. I hope it gets attention. If the devs allow this, I'd totally get it. Please make it free if possible. Absolutely, I want to be sure the devs allow it. If so, it would be free of charges, of course. Can't imagine why they have issues with it. I was literally just thinking how useful an app would be to show the last played matches against players, like game time, player name, and stocks, and the stats at the end of the battle screen. But I didn't even think of the shop. That's sick. I think it's a great idea and would use it all the time. Yeah, let's look at this. It looks dope if you ask me. I mean, yeah, this is a really cool idea, and if this becomes something bigger, I can't wait to see it. Love doing this with Arcane. Let me see what this Arcane business is about. Is that what you love? Oh, well, yeah, wow. You're running off stage. Off stage, B reverse. Wait, it's not a B reverse, it's just a turnaround B, right? Are you doing like a... Okay, so you're turning around to like get off stage. And the momentum, dude, why does he have so much momentum? Is that the hydroplaning? That's sick. Hydroplane, oh my god, you go so far and you can recover from anywhere. That's crazy, that's ridiculous. Hey, that's me, it's for sure caught me off guard. GG's, man, you're cooking me before this. GG's indeed, you're definitely putting up a fight. Had a lot of fun in those games. Wait, that's so funny. That's cool. That's cool. I'd be mad as F, dude. I wouldn't. I'd probably be proud not, because that was clean. I mean, that was pretty sick. I've never seen that much momentum. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just a hydroplane droplet needle boost. I just input turn around near ledge and immediately droplet. But if you want to hear from someone who really knows what they're talking about, you should watch Saber on YouTube for his beginner guide covers. I think it's called Hydro Slip. Oh, okay. So it's like I think it is like a little slip thing specifically for Arcane, because I don't think any other character you have that much momentum. I think Arcanes should just jump off stage every time, because there's almost no risk, because you can just teleport back. So every time someone is off stage, I'm flying at them with reverse forward air, hydro slip, what I did in the clip, or air belly flop. I mean, it looks like Saber is a great resource to watch. I loved watching all Saber stuff. I made Sylvanas because of him in Rivals 1 and play Arcane in Rivals 2 because of him as well. This setup is so much fun. Glad the tutorial... Oh, Saber! Glad the tutorial hopefully helped you pick it up. OMG, it's him! I just commented about how much I enjoy your combo videos. I love Sylvanas and learned the side special super jump from you. And I play Arcane in Rivals 2 because of your VODs too. That's so sick. Thanks for sharing. Wow, look at that. Looks like all the community members are in Reddit. That's great. By the way, my username is BNinjaK. So if you see me in the subreddit under BNinjaK, that's me. This is a username I made when I was like in middle school, stuck for a very long time. But yeah. Which, speaking of, these are from a while ago, but these are some posts that I made. I just find it true and funny. As a mashing Olympia main, I formally apologize to all Zetter burns. This was before I decided to drop Olympia again. I genuinely thought I was gonna main Olympia, and I did like mashing, but I am back to Lox NOW. I get it now. It's fun to mash buttons, get away with it. And I'm not sorry for winning as Olympia, which means in order to not be a hypocrite, I have to accept Zetters too. I hope you can forgive me for spreading the anti-Zetterburn propaganda, as I am fully drinking the Olympia Kool-Aid. I have since thrown up the Kool-Aid. I expelled it from my body. Ew, don't get that near me. I am fully on the Lox NOW train until some other new character comes out. Like the great Stengo once said, all platform fighters are mashy. There's no fancy neutral wine sippers. It's just some players are more educated mashers and others are just better at mashing than you. Olympia frame 3 jab and Zetterburn frame 2 shine. Shaking hands. Real take, both characters should be nerfed along with Rano. But instead we will get Raster and Arcane nerfed again. Ooh, the community salty about these nerfs for weaker characters. Nah, don't apologize to Zetters. They're still the most annoying players to fight against, even more so than Olympia. I just think it's funny that people think she's OP because she's good at launch, possibly top 5, but certainly not number 1 or even number 2. You know what? I'm back on that train. No longer apologizing to Zetterburns. You guys are crazy. Apology accepted. As a Zetterburn main, I feel like I'm paying for my sins for all the previous patches. I now know how it feels to get out-scrapped. Well, as long as a Zetterburn main repents for their sins, I accept. I just thought that post was funny. I wanted to share. I love this game clip. Let's see what this clip is. Is it ironic or is it real? We have to see. Okay, a little bit of a reverse hit. Is that okay? I think it's genuine. It's silly. This game is silly, man. I can't believe the Edalus got hit. Really? That hit the Edalus? That's crazy. My brain couldn't process what happened for a sec. The floop after the respawn. Dude, the floop, is that what we're calling it? Is after doing something silly, that's what I love. I love doing that. That sucks. Now you know that your hammer extends your hurt box to platforms though, and I bet the same interaction can happen in other stage hazards like Lily and Fire. Probably worth seeing which stages it does and doesn't shift your hurt box to the platforms on. Also happens with up tilt. They can get up attack and still hit you under. I got clipped. Good sets of games was fun. Real. Real. GG. Sorry I SD'd so hard in each of the first 3 games. LMAO. Real. No worries. Plus my most fun sets of games that day. Your polar bear is fierce. Real. Ending every sentence with real is so funny. That's so funny to me. So many questions here. Man, I hate reverse hitboxes. I mean, that did happen, but unrelated to the craziness. Oh, wait. I hate this matchup. I guess it is more ironic than silly. You're like, damn, I hate that I got hit, which that does suck. That sucks, man. That sucks. But it is funny. It's not a platform fighter if you don't have jank like this. Okay, that's the truth. Down you go. All right, down we go. Dude, first of all, I really like the Zetterburn champion skin. The white outline is really sick. It's such a small detail, but it makes it pop a lot. Which is why it's a little bit unfortunate that Rano's white outline is only on the bubbles. Like I get it because it's like the only part that like makes as much sense, but it makes it look not that like because of that it looks like a palette. Like this looks like a different skin because of the white outlines, but Rano's looks a little bit worse in my opinion. But anyway, let's see what happens. It's a dare with another down. Oh, going downward. Oh my god. Go down, get out of here. Get. Optimal, optimal by the way, optimal. Did his uppie save you from your uppie? Crazy sequence. I landed on the pillar. That's what happened. I hate Zetter, but oh my god, this clip is disgusting. It was disgusting. That's because this is actually cool stuff. What I don't like about Zetterburns is seeing shine down strong, shine into strongs, or like something sequence into, you know, back air strong, man. Back air strong kill confirms. I'm tired of it. And again, I'm being a hypocrite because I do my magma down throw into back air all the time, which is also equally lame. I understand, but it feels less lame because it's only 2 hits. It's a down throw into a back air. It's like a 1-2 hit combo, and the DI is mix-upable. I feel like I can't DI the back air. I don't. If I can, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to DI the back air. Approaching a Rano main that found a platform. Yo, this guy played diagonals. Dude, Ranos are the ones who love diagonals, brother. This is so good. Wasn't sure what to do against his diagonals. You've got a percent lead. Camp back. True. They are camping back. The fleet never approaches in this clip. Also true. Classic. Why is this guy camping me clip? While also camping. Peak gameplay. That's true. That's very true. I like the side B you sent because it forces the rando to stay above the platform until the tornado passes, so you know where he'll be. Maybe then float next to the platform to react to what he does. I don't play fleet, so I'm kind of talking out of my ass, but that's what makes sense to me. Yeah, because when the rando starts doing that, that is when you try to catch the ledge drop with a fair. Anything to keep rando away from those dart downward diagonals is a win. I was more so making a joke about him playing diagonals, but generally, if I find someone that does this, I just don't rematch since it's not fun. Hey, that's fair enough. Randos is the diagonal master, man. You have not mastered the art of the diagonal. Ah, got him, GG's. All right, let's see. Was that the got him? First of all, the skin looks so good. That skin looks so good. Bing, bang, boom, bomb. Okay. I don't know why you up strong there. Got him with the crystal, getting the jabs into tilts into grabs, into a bunch of up airs. Yeah, okay, that's definitely got him, GG's. And then, oh yeah, the fact that down special is a shield break is disgusting. Why is down special a shield break? That's stupid. Man lost neutral twice and died for it. A shield break is not losing neutral. Wait, her down B is a shield breaker? Yeah. Yeah. Down, it's like the only shield breaker in the game. Well, why? It also, it's so good on hit. It's already so good on hit because it does a crystal. It also is going to break shields. Look, if I was an Olympia main, I'd say keep it. But as a person who's back to Loxodon, get rid of that. Tourney skins are hype. I agree. I just bought the Evo Olympia skin and also have the Genesis X2 Arcane skin, including the Loxodon skin palette. We now have 3 awesome skins that help with the tourney pot and grow interest. My question is, how's everyone feeling about these limited edition and price post supporting skins? You already know my stance. I want more and support the team communities working with this great game. Great concept, better execution. No better reason to pay $10 for a skin. It's basically incentivizing a donation to help the scene grow. Yeah, I totally agree. Like the skin would have quote unquote normally have been $10, but like it's a bit expensive for a lot of people. But by doing this, not only are you getting the skin for the base value, you're also giving a $5 donation to the pot bonus, which is really cool. I think it's a great way to connect with the competitive community, as well as a great way to help the pot bonus bring in more players. There is a limited exclusivity aspect to it, but I think it's worth the trade. Not Bunzy says, I love the idea, but the only downside is seeing new players not get the chance to buy old ones, which I guess is part of the marketing strategy, but seeing the IMO best skin in Genesis Arcane be limited time sucks if I were them. They will come to the shop at a later date. If it weren't for the number bubbles, I would agree. You don't like the number bubbles? Yeah, I mean, that's the binary, man. It's doing binary, ones and zeros. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, these are timed exclusives from what I remember. They're eventually going to bring it to the shop, like, probably years. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, probably years later. Otherwise, it probably will return every, like, the Evo skins will probably return every Evo. Genesis skins, I assume, would return every Genesis with like new versions or like new skins for different characters, you know, every time. So you get the opportunity to buy an old skin as well as a new skin. At least that's how I would do it. I love them. I just wish Aether Studios would elaborate in when they are planning to bring them into the shop for people who missed them or can't get them from tournaments for whatever reason. I'm hoping that later they promise is like the end of the esports season at max and not like 5 years down the line. I'm not a big fan of legacy skins being brought back for anytime purchases. Instead, the stronger suggestion would be making it so that during the next event of the same kind, they are released with this new skins. Yeah, I think that's what I was saying. Similar to what League does, as much as I don't like losing that I got exclusive skin feeling. Like at Genesis X3, the store should have both the old and new available. Whatever what happens, it is eventually going to be available for people, but I do think, unfortunately, it is going to be like 5 years down the line. I think, like, as of now, it will probably return every time the event happens. Like next Evo, the Olympia skin probably will come out. But because of that, I would imagine, like, if that's true, I would imagine that getting it released on like the regular shop would be like years down the line. Okay, Nasty. Well, okay, we'll see if the Nasty's from the Zetterburn. I think it's likely the Zetterburn. Ooh. Yo, I think, wait, yeah, it's just Tensatrix. Middle bathroom. Wait, it's middle bathroom. You're the one who did all the. Aren't you the one who did all the like? What's it? The for the crag haters. Wow, look at that. The moment you stop doing for the crag hater titles, it feels way cooler to watch. the title change, brand changing, man, that does it. The average Zetter player. People still hate it. People still hate it. If he's the one over 1400, that's around top 300 on ladder right now. So he's doing a bit better than that. Zetter players try not to use Shine over half the hits, give it a combo challenge. I'm part of the problem. I'm sorry, Zetter mains. I'm part of the problem. The thing is, like, Shine as a concept is really cool. Stringing together wave shines to extend combos is cool. But it feels bad. I don't know why. It feels bad. I think it's just because it's so long. And it feels like inescapable. And because you get hit by a million of them, I feel stupid. Take a shot for every shine in a given Zetterburn match? Dude, if you take a shot for every 10 shines, you'll still go crazy. Thanks for an awesome game. Wow, an appreciation post. We love to hear it. Just an appreciation post. I play almost every lunch with a guy from work and we're having a blast. I'm a Lox main and he's a Fleet main. Both have experience from previous platform fighters and I've been looking for something to scratch the itch of PM Melee. Easily the best 20 to 40 minutes of lunch. Just wanted to say thanks for giving us the game we've been missing. Hell, I hate Rockwall as a stage, but I still bought the skins out of pure support. That's great. I really hope the business side of things are working out well, because I'm hyped for this to be my only platform fighter. Keep putting out good way for us to support, and keep being transparent and communicative. Especially appreciate when you answer threads on the note board. Would it be an idea to do a community update between note boards, so people not on there have visibility on what's going on? Yeah, that's a great idea. Keep up the good work. Same. That's so lit, dude. I would love to play this game over lunch at work. Glad you're enjoying it as much as I am. It really does feel like the game we were missing. Yeah, I mean, when we're flying, it feels so good. But when you're not, oh boy, it's frustrating. But that's a fighting game for you. All right, so that's basically all the time I have for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you guys for being patient. I didn't upload last week. It's because a lot of stuff is happening, and for the real ones who stayed till the end, I just wanted to explain why. A lot of stuff was happening in my life. Very specifically, I got a new fuller time position at my job. I am a freelance video editor, but at the place that I'm working at right now, they offered more hours, which possibly will lead to full-time, which is really exciting for me. Not only that, I actually got 2 new cats. That's right, 2 new cats. That's crazy. They're really great. They're cuddling, they're friends, it's good stuff. My current cat though, my old cat, she is not digging it, man. She is hissing and making a fit. It is not good, but we are trying our best to make it work. But again, I appreciate you guys so much for watching. I keep saying this, but I do want to make additional, like, different types of videos. Some stuff in the works is like, how much does coaching actually help? I want to do like, I join a tournament, do a coaching session and see how much further I get into the tournament, then try everyone's coaching and then see who's the best. Or maybe more fun gameplay videos, stuff like that. But that is something for the future. Anyways, remember to keep playing Rivals, keep supporting the game, and I'll see you next time.